Jimi Hendrix. A lot of Jimmy. Today on the Cafe, Lauren's going to have the look at the 50th anniversary of the Electric Ladyland release. That's going to be cool. But I got this little bit of news for you guys. Congress is going to be voting on a bill to name a post office after Jimi Hendrix. I would like to take this moment on behalf of the American people to apologize to Jimmy's family, because literally we're talking about one of the greatest guitarists of all time, and the best we can come up with is naming a post office after him. That's sad. That is tragically sad. And I get it, like when you look at it from the standpoint of like, hey, we used to name stamps, we used to have stamps for artists, and now we have a post office, like that's a jump. Sure, that's a good point, but it's Jimi Hendrix. It's a post office. And not to slight any of the post office people, I'm just saying, like, I don't know, an amusement park seems a little bit more apropos, you know? You may think I'm crazy, but I think we should name a whole damn state after him. That's just my opinion. Post office is nice and all, don't get me wrong, but I say, let's plunk out a state. Hendrix. Where do you live? A Hendrix. Cool, man. Cool. All the street signs are in the shape of a guitar. Like, well, let's do it up. Let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. Let's make it a thing. Let's do this the right way. Post office sounds nice. Where's it going to be? In Seattle? Let me see here. Rep. Adam Smith, Bill H.R. 6628 aims to designate a post office in Renton, Washington. The name, the James Marshall Jimi Hendrix Post Office Building. Ugh, they threw a building on the end of it. Like if you could find a way to make it that more boring. Located at 4301 Northeast 4th Street on the site of the same street as the home where the legendary guitarist grew up, and only a few blocks away from Greenwood Memorial Park, where Hendrix is buried. When Smith first announced the bill in July, he called the measure one more way we can celebrate the legacy of one of the greatest musicians of our time and the importance of the South Seattle and Renton areas in his enduring legacy. Sounds like a smart politician. I don't want to say it's anything crazy, because I don't know anything about the guy. Also, it's very dangerous to say smart politician in 2018. But to me, this is a guy who's got his priorities, right. This is a guy, I think we should maybe listen to him, maybe get him out for president one day. Be like, what did this guy do? He named a post office after Hendrix? Cool. Cool. Let's maybe get him in there. I'm just saying, is Utah that exciting to you, really, though? What are they name that Hendrix? You know what I'm saying? Oregon. These are not thrilling names. Vermont. Like we have 6 or 7 at minimum states that we could just rename Hendrixville, and everybody would be so much more excited. We got to find one of these states where everybody's leaving. Drum up a little excitement, some marketing over there. You can't tell me people are really married to the name Arkansas. There's not even a W in that. Most people don't even know how to spell that one. We could easily change that one over to Hendrixville. That'd be an easy one. Now, I get it, like Seattle, Washington, that might be the one to do. But I don't know if you know this about Americans. We're pretty happy with the Washington guy. We seem to be really enthralled with that whole thing. So that's going to be a hard one to get over. I want to make things happen here. I don't want to live in dreamland. We're not going to change Washington. So as much as Jimmy is great, he didn't win that Revolutionary War. That was a big deal. That was a big deal at the time. But again, like Oklahoma, that's not even cool to say. Nobody likes that. The people from Oklahoma, they call it okay. They're not even married to the whole thing. So I feel like we can do a lot better than just naming a post office a post office building after Jimmy, but we'll see. We'll see. The bill has unanimous support from the 8 Washington representatives in Congress and has moved on from its initial review by the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. As the U.S. government prepares to honor Hendrix artistry, a bunch of other stuff we don't care about. I say let's rename all the post offices after Hendrix. Then now I want to go there. Like, I go now when I need stamps. I go to the post office when I need to send something. You rename all the post offices, Hendrix office, and you put some of that music in there. I'm going to go on a Tuesday afternoon just to hang out and see what's going on. Be like, what are you guys playing right now? I'll stop in. I'll go grab an iced tea and hang for a bit. You want to up the post office profile a little. Let's get some Jimi Hendrix music in there. Let's paint the walls purple. Let's get everybody to wear a bandana. And we'll rock Hendrix music 24/7 in that bad boy. And now you're going to start to see people come hang out for no reason, you know? And be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to send something to my cousin. I haven't spoken to him in a while. Forget social media. I'm in the post office. I'll just drop him a note. Give me one of them stamps. Not that one, the purple hazy one. That's an afternoon that I want to spend in America. It's sad that I could turn the post office around in 4 minutes, yet I choose to do this for a living. That's the weird thing.